Hi team, Uwe Jacobs, property friend strategist, reporting to you from my Easter break in Mildura. Well, one of the most asked questions, if I had $1 for every time I get asked, what's the best location to invest in? My answer to that is, it depends. It depends on what is your strategy. There are investment areas where you can get extremely high returns, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14%. There are investment areas where you can get forecasted, and that is crystal ball gazing, good capital gains. Now, what is the best area? In my view, as a clinical professional investor, I say the best area is what meets your strategy. Now, why do I say that? Well, 85 to 90% of property investors buy in the suburb next to them because they're comfortable with it. They want to check the lawns, make sure that the tenant is doing the right thing. Bollocks. Do you run a hobby which costs money, or do you run a professional investment business? Sorry to be tough, but that's the way it goes. If we run a professional investment business, we leave our emotions aside. So what we do is we look at our strategy. Is it high growth? Is it high yield? Is it a balance thereof? That's why the investigation is where are we at, what do we need to do, and what do we want to achieve is so important. According to that strategy, we select the area to invest in because that leads us to our outcome. So, the best area to invest in is what meets your strategy. What is the right strategy? Well, that requires an investigation and some deep thoughts and some data. We want to know what's our cash flow, what's our profit and loss, what's our balance sheet. As in any business, if you want to be clinical about it, if you want to set yourself up for the highest rate of success, there are things to be done before you spend the money. They call that due diligence. It never ceases to amaze me how people go into the biggest investment of their life, which is a property investment, and they do less research, less due diligence than what they do on going on holiday. It don't make sense. So here's my invitation to you. Do your due diligence, do your research, and then when you've worked out your strategy, select your locations. There are great deals just about everywhere. We can do deals up to 14% return. We're just finishing one off in Townsville. We can do deals that have great forecast for capital gains. We're looking at one area that is spelling 15 to 20% over 2 years. But that all means diddly squat. What we can do means diddly squat. It needs to match your agenda. It needs to match your goals. It needs to match your targets. So, the question of what's the right area to invest in, the answer is, what's your strategy? Enjoy. Have a good one.